Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for giving us a few more minutes of your time. I'm Jason Rains. We've got a couple more interviews for you today coming out of City Convene 2017. We're going to hear from Bill Beamon and Catrina Dawson. They are both issue champions with Unite Greater Dallas. And we want to let you hear what they have to say about some of the stuff that they're involved with here in Dallas and the impact that it's having on the community. Bill is he's a issue champion here with Unite Greater Dallas, and he helps us with deal with our poverty simulation we call C.O.P.E. It's Bill, tell us a little bit about C.O.P.E.
Our C.O.P.E is it stands for Cost of Poverty Experience, and I've been excited to be able to work with Unite and bring in the Cost of Poverty Experience with our partners to Dallas, just to be able to give people a broader vision of the complexities about poverty in our city today. We all have experiences with poverty, but our experiences are pretty narrow to what we've seen. And this poverty simulation allows us to be able to see the wide array of different complex needs that are out there besides just one. And a lot of times we address maybe one or two as one church, but when we are able to come together, we're able to look at the diverse needs that's out there for people in poverty now. So that's great.
So, Bill, coming out of City Convene this morning, hearing the mayor speak,
yes,
and several other ministry leaders, what was the impact on you this morning?
Well, I really believe in the vision of Unite. Unite in this meeting was intended to do this, was to bring a lot of the different pastors and pastoral leaders together from Dallas to be able to bring ideas together and be able to bring even at some point resources together to do more work together as the body of Christ. That's what's intended. I think so many times we isolate ourselves and we're in places where we're doing all we can, but it doesn't go as far as it's needed. And groups like Unite are awesome because it's intended to bring those different factions together and help them see the similarities and even the things that they may do that may help my ministry out a little bit more. And so I'm really excited to see the success of this particular City Convene, and I think it did all those things. And the mayor coming out really emphasized those points as well, as far as being able to unify everybody.
And in dealing with the issue of poverty in the community, how important is it that the church is working together as one unit to lead forward on this issue and getting it taken care of?
Well, it's so very important. I spoke with a lot of pastors today, and they see the need because there are so many people that want to do well and they give money. Out of convenience, they give it and think that their hands are done. They did everything that they needed to do. But when they take the simulation, the experience, they see that, it's so much more than just donating money and not even realizing if that money went to go as it was intended. And I think sometimes people isolate themselves because they don't want the reality to hit them as far as how bad poverty is affecting us and people around us. Dallas in particular is one of the highest numbers of impoverished children in the whole country. And we don't even know that for people that live in certain areas because we've chosen not to take a look in those areas. And so the experience is causing us to be able to see more and hold us accountable to do more than what we've just been doing and giving out of convenience. We need to be interacting with people in the community on a one-on-one basis on a different level. And I think that's something that is so much needed for ministries to come outside of the four walls and go out into the community. And hopefully this is a great way to kind of facilitate.
Catrina, coming out of today's meeting, kind of tell me how it impacted you, hearing from both civil leaders and ministry leaders alike.
It's been really nice. The mayor has been very supportive of refugee and immigrant care from the beginning. And so to hear Mayor Rawlings come out and speak about the importance of the church being a real cornerstone of city transformation as it relates to education and all of these other issues that we face, and social issues in our community, but specifically around immigration and refugee care is really encouraging.
Yeah. How has partnering with Unite helped in addressing the refugee issue here in the Greater Dallas community?
Well, we're still fairly new to the work, but what I envision Unite's role being is there are all of these different ministries that are doing really wonderful work caring for the refugees in their community, and you have churches that, as it becomes more of a forefront issue in our social political lexicon, you have individual Christians that say, gosh, I want to do something related to immigrant or refugee care. How do I get plugged in?
Right.
And then you have the service providers who are so mired in the day-to-day of serving those communities and serving the refugees that I see Unite as a way to build a bridge between the Christians and the churches and the service providers who are doing the work to say, if this is something you're passionate about and interested in, here's a church-based ministry, or here's the ways that you can onboard into serving refugees in our community.
Okay. How important do you think it is that local churches are coming together to address these issues head on? I mean, how do you think that's a critical thing for the church to be a leader in that?
Well, I think it's really important that the church is unified. You can have your own immigrant and refugee welcoming committee if you want, but it's going to be a lot more impactful if you're coming along other churches who have the experience of doing it for several years and can tell you, hey, here are some sensitivities around people who are coming from the Middle East that you want to be aware of. Here are some issues regarding care for people from Central and Sub-Saharan Africa that are cultural issues we know about because we've been serving these communities for years, that if you're just new to this space as a church, you may not know.
Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. That's all the time we've got for you today. If you'd like to hear more information about the issues of hunger or poverty, you can go to www.unitethechurch.org. And while you're there, you can download your own personal copy of the 2016 Church Impact Report. It is full of critical and vital information for both you, your community, and your church. I encourage you to get your copy today. Well, thanks again, and I hope to see you next time right here on Time to Unite. God bless.